Okay, can you guys hear me? I'm waiting for Jamie and MV to log in. There we go. MV, Jamie, you guys both there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you
MV,
hear me, Bernie? Can you hear me?
both of you. We ready to play?
Yeah, ready as we'll ever be.
Yeah, we're here.
Here we go. And only one team is listed for this game. Why is that? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong one. That's why.
Okay.
I need to hit this one. Here we go.
The winner plays Mid Michigan for the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing.
That's right. Mid-Michigan can be the winner. Okay, who do we have pitching for Tampa?
Well, we're gonna go with Chesbro.
Really?
I'm stunned.
The bionic man.
And how about the Red Bolts?
And Gaylord should be ready. So Gaylord Perry, please.
Do you know that I read today that Whitey Ford had pitched in over 20 World Series games, holds many records in World Series play, or held many records. He never pitched a seventh game of a World Series.
Yeah, that's
So
surprising.
you probably know why, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's get to the opponent's lineup. Do you want me to give me the lineup, or do you want me to load a specific lineup?
Load the right one, and then if others make any changes, that after it comes up, it might be faster.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Again, looking at it here real quick. Let's bring in Baylor in for Heisel, and that's I think the only change I want to make.
That's it?
Yep.
Does that look good?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, MV, your turn.
All right, just a minute. Load up versus right, please. Lineup number one. And I'll move it around. Let's have a look.
Okay.
So Bradley for Guy, please. From up top.
Quentin for die, or Bradley for die?
Bradley for Guy. And I will stay with this is the tricky one. Do I go with I was just going to do that as lefty? I'm going to go controversially with what I've got on screen, and I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Everything's good?
Yeah, because it's just going to have to ride this one through. Yeah.
Okay, let's me do this because I want to get this screen up so I can get the chat going. And let's go. Welcome to Yankee Stadium for World Series Game 7 between Tampa Bay and Manchester. The series is tied at 3. This one is for all the championship. Jack Cheeseborough. Everyone says his name twice. We're going to change it to Cheeseborough. Takes the mound for Tampa Bay. He'll be opposed by Gaylord Perry for Manchester. It's 71 degrees, wind speed 7 miles an hour, out to left field. And I'd like to, before we hit the play ball button, congratulate both Jamie and MV for terrific seasons. Both teams faced adversity earlier in the year, but when it came down to crunch time in September, they won their respective divisions and then went on to win their series championships. And here they are in the World Series, and they both deserve to be here. So let's.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, thanks, Bernie.
You're welcome. Batting for Tampa Bay here, their lineup: Roberts at third base batting first, Wynn in right field batting second, Moon in left batting third, Teixeira at first batting fourth, Baylord, the DH, batting fifth, Roseboro catching and batting sixth, Davis in center field batting seventh, Wills at short batting eighth, and Bobby Grich, the second baseman, batting ninth for Tampa Bay. In the outfield for Manchester, we have Jeff Heath in left, Mickey Mantle in center. He's a familiar spot in Yankee Stadium. Milton Bradley in right. Infield left to right, Ken Keltner, Ozzie Smith, Ian Kinsler, Kevin Youkilis at first, Elston Howard catching in his familiar position at Yankee Stadium, Gaylord Perry pitching. I'm going to move this little piece out of that way, and the first pitch of the game. Fly ball in the center field. Mantle under it. And we're underway, one down, top of the first. Stepping to the plate is Randy Wynn, 321, no home runs, 7 RBIs here in the playoffs. He hits a bounding ball to second. Kinsler to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the first inning. Tampa Bay sending Wally Moon to bat. Moon 233 in the playoffs. 5 RBIs. Here's Perry's pitch. And he hits a bounding ball to first. Youkilis backhands it. Runs to the bag. Beats Moon. There we go to the bottom of the first. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Bolts coming to bat. The batting order for Manchester: Kinsler leading off at second, Heath batting second and left, Mantle playing center, batting third, hitting cleanup, usually the designated hitter, Kevin Youkilis at first, batting fifth, Bradley in right, batting sixth, Keltner at third, batting seventh, Howard catching, batting eighth, Smith at shortstop, the Wizard batting ninth. On the mound, Cheeseborough. I didn't call him Chesborough first, so I'm going to hopefully stick with Cheeseborough. He gets his sign, and here's the first pitch. He struck him out. 1 down. Coming to the plate, Jeff Heath. Heath in the playoffs. Heath is hitting 161. Let's see what he can do with Chesborough. Line drive, Bobby Grich hardly has to move. He's got it for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the inning, and the great one, Mickey Mantle, comes to bat. 244 in the playoffs with 1 home run. Here's Chesborough's pitch. He pops it up. Roseboro flips off his mask, puts it away for the out. We go to the top of the second inning, no score. Here we go. Teixeira, Baylor, the DH, followed by Roseboro, who just made the play. Teixeira hitting a meager 130 in the playoffs, but he does have a home run and 4 runs batted in as Perry pitches and strikes him out. Don Baylor had a wonderful year in the regular season. He's only batting 200 with no home runs and a single RBI here in the playoffs for Tampa Bay, it would be a nice time for him to wake up because there's no tomorrow in this game. And he hits a long fly ball to left field. Heath puts it away for the out. It looked longer off the bat than it was. Heath had to come in for it. 2 up, 2 down. Johnny Roseboro, 250, a home run, 2 RBIs in this year's playoffs. He hits a long fly ball to right field. Bradley is going to put that one away right in front of the track. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second where Musial, Youkilis, and Bradley will face Cheeseboro. Musial steps in, 2 home runs, batting .319. He heated up about mid-season for Manchester and has yet to cool down. Cheeseboro's pitch. Grounder back to the mound to Teixeira for the out. Kevin Youkilis hitting a measly 103, but he has have a home run also and 3 runs batted in. In this series, it's pretty tough to hit. And there's a fly ball to center. Willie Davis puts it away for the out. 2 down, bottom of the second. No hits in the game as Milton Bradley comes to the plate. Bradley, 2 home runs, 229 for the playoffs. Cheeseboro gets the sign. Bradley, it's a line drive deep into right field, but Wynn is going to put it away right before he reaches the track. We go to the top of the 3rd inning, still no score. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, Willie Davis, Maury Wills, and Bobby Grich to face Gaylord Perry. Willie Davis, a 250 hitter in the playoffs. He has 5 RBIs. And Perry puts him away for the out. Maury Wills, one of the few men in baseball that has stolen 100 bases in a season. No balls, 2 strikes. He hits a ground ball to short. Ozzie Smith's going to have to hurry. Here's the throw to first. He is out, catches him by a half a step. No replay in this game, so Bobby Grich stepping in, the second baseman, hitting .276 with a home run. Perry walks him. Grich goes to first. Not a big base-stealing threat as Brian Roberts, hitting .226 with a home run, comes to bat. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Line drive into right field. Grich looks like it's going to hold. No, he's going to third. Here comes Bradley's throw. It's not going to be close. Grich is already there. He's safe. Roberts singles through the hole. Runners now on first and third. That is the first hit of the game. Randy Wynn, hitting .315, comes to bat. The first threat in today's game. It's an 0-1 pitch. Here's the pitch. And there's a grounder. Youkilis coming in on it. He has it, steps on the bag. The inning is over. The threat is gone. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. No score. Keltner, Howard, and Smith due up to face Cheeseboro. Keltner with a couple of home runs. 147 on the playoffs, going to hit a ball back to the mound. Cheeseboro to Teixeira, 1 down. Elston Howard also with a home run, batting .238 for the playoffs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He's going to hit a line drive. Davis is going to catch it right before it hits the ground. It is great play number 4 for Willie Davis, the center fielder. 2 up, 2 down here as we go to Ozzie Smith. Smith hitting .240, no home runs as you would expect. Here's the pitch. He hits a bounding ball to Grich at second, flips to Teixeira for the out. And a quick 3 innings in the books. We go to the top of the 4th, tied at 0. Moon, Teixeira, and Baylor due up to face Gaylord Perry, Moon, hitting .227, 5 RBIs. Here's the windup by Perry, the pitch, and there's a base hit into center field. That was a hit from the second. It left the bat. Mantle throws it back into the infield. Wally Moon now at first base. Nobody out. Teixeira is up, batting 126 with a home run. He struck out his first time up. Perry gets his sign. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And there's a fly ball in the right field. It's routine. Bradley puts it away. Moon makes his way back to first. Bradley throws the ball into the infield. Perry now to face Don Baylor. Baylor at 188 now after flying to shallow left field in the first at bat. Perry's pitch. There's a line drive, but Keltner puts it away for the out right at him. Didn't have to move for that. There's 2 away. Runner still on first base for Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro hitting .243. Roseboro fly deep to right field his first time up. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Perry. Roseboro, it's a long fly ball in the right field, but Bradley has a bead on it. He's going to put it away for the out. The inning's over. We head to the bottom of the fourth. No score. And I'm telling you, they have this game. This game couldn't have any more tension. A thrill-packed game, no score, both pitchers on their game. Cheesebro to face the top of the order, Kinsler, Heath, and Mantle. Here's the pitch. Base hit into center field. Both teams have a hit. Kinsler on first. He is a threat to steal. Cheesebro's looking over at him. The righty sets. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Heath throws it over to keep Kinsler close. Kinsler now with even a little bigger lead than he had the first time. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center field. Willie Davis putting it away for the out. Kinsler retreats to first base. 1 down, runner on first. For Mickey Mantle with a home run. And batting, what is he batting? .238, as my old eyes were able to see that. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Mickey. It was the 0-1 pitch, but it must have been 0-2 because it was strikeout number 2 for Cheeseboro. 2 down. Kinsler remains at first base where he's been since he singled to lead off the inning. Stan Musial coming to the plate, 0-for-1 is Cheeseboro's pitch. Line drive into the left field. No, it's backhanded by Murray Wills. The inning is over. We go to the top of the 5th. A base hit taken away from Stan Musial by the Wizard at shortstop. Well, no, it wasn't the Wizard. It was the shortstop for the other team, Murray Wills. Okay, here we go, top of the 5th. As I try to get my bearings, Willie Davis will face Perry, followed by Wills, who just made that great play, and Bobby Grich. Here's the pitch by Perry. There's a ground ball to second. Kinsler up with it to Euclid for the out. And Murray Wills, who I try to not give credit for that great backhanded stab last inning, steps into the batter's box. Here's Perry's 1-0 pitch. And he promptly singles into right field, and Murray Wills on first. As always, a threat to steal. Bobby Grich coming to bat, hitting .276. He walked his first time up. Here's the pitch by Perry. He's going to keep Wills close. It appears to have worked. Wills has shortened up his lead a little bit. The pitch to Grich. That ball right in front of the mound. Throws to Kinsler for the out. It was a bunt. He wanted to get Wills to second base. a questionable AI call, but if Will scores here with Brian Roberts stepping in, I won't question the AI. Here's Perry to face Roberts, who's hitting 241 in the playoffs. Roberts hits a base hit in the center field. Wills will score on this. I'm positive. No throw by Mantle, and once again, the AI knows more than I do. 1-0 Tampa Bay. The ice is broken here in Game 7. Here we go. Wynn stepping to the plate. Randy Wynn hitting 309 in the playoffs. Runner on first. Roberts, a threat to steal. And there's another base hit in the center field. Roberts is going to round second. Will he go to third? Here comes a throw. No throw. Ozzie Smith cuts it off. Tampa Bay leading 1-0 as runners on first and third with Wally Moon coming up. There's 2 outs, which is in Manchester's favor. Perry rubbing up the ball, glances at both runners, gets the sign. The pitch is going to be a throw to first to keep Wynn a little closer. They suspect Wynn's going. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball right back to the mound. Perry scoops it up, throws to Euclid for the out, ends the threat. But we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tampa Bay now leads the Red Bolts 1-0.
Bernie?
Yes.
Can I take out Euclid, please?
Say that one more time.
Take out Euclid.
Okay.
And then can I see the bench, please? Or if I could see the bench first. Okay.
And who would you like?
I'm not sure yet. Just double
Okay.
check. I'm going to go with
The
Carlos
umpire. The
Quinton.
umpire is waving to the bullpen. Who are you sending out?
Quinton.
Quinton. Carlos Quinton. Correct?
Yep.
There he is. Carlos Quinton, 235 hitter in the playoffs. No home runs, no RBIs. He's hitting 167 as a pinch hitter. Cheeseborough throws, and he hits a line drive deep into left field. Moon has it measured, puts it away for the out. 1 down, bottom of the 5th. Milton Bradley coming to bat. Bradley hitting 222. The pitch. Fly ball into right field. Wynn coming in a couple of steps, puts it away. 2 up, 2 down, bottom of the 5th for Ken Keltner coming to bat. 143 hitter. Cheeseborough has the sign. Here's the pitch. He strikes him out. The ball's dropped by Roseboro. Has to throw to Teixeira to get the out. Inning is over. We go to the top of the 6th. Tampa Bay 1. Red Bolts nothing.
Scarron at first, please. Scarron.
Scarron at first. Here we go. Top of the 6th. Teixeira, Baylor, and Roseboro due up. Teixeira hitting 125, 0 for 2 in the game. Here's Perry's pitch. Fly to center field, Mantle under it. He's got it for the out. 1 down, Don Baylor coming to bat. 176 in the playoffs, 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's Perry's pitch. And he turns around and walks back to the dugout after swinging and missing on Perry's beautiful pitch. Perry now to face Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro, 237 on the series, 0 for 2 on the day like most everybody else. Here's Perry's pitch. Fly ball to right. Bradley measuring it. puts it away. Quick top of the sixth. We go to the bottom of the sixth. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Tampa Bay. Manchester, no runs, a single hit, and no errors. Cheeseborough to face the bottom part of the order, Howard and Smith, followed by the top of the order, Kinsler. Cheeseborough's pitch, line drive in the left field over Will's head, and that's a base hit. Excuse me, Manchester with a runner on, nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Ozzie Smith comes to bat.
Bench, please, Bernie.
Excuse me?
Bench, please. Can I see my bench?
I can't hear you. It's very low. Can you say a little louder?
Bench. Go to the bench, please, Bernie.
Bench, okay?
Thank you. All right. Leave him in there, please.
Could you say that again, please? I'm very hard to hear you.
Sorry, buddy. Leave Ozzie Smith in. No change.
Someone
no change.
repeat that who's online here. I can't hear him.
No change. Buddy.
No change. Okay.
Yeah, he said leave him in.
Now, I can hear you really good, but I don't know why I can't hear MV that well. Chesborough's pitch to Smith. Foul ball. That was an attempted sacrifice. 0-2. I don't think he's going to be sacrificing now. He didn't need to because Cheeseborough walks him. Tying run now on second base. Nobody out. Kinsler coming to bat. Oh, he's 1 for 2 in today's game. 225 in the playoffs. Cheeseborough checks both runners. There is a ground ball to short. Wills to second for 1. That's all they're going to get as Kinsler beats the throw to first. 1 down. Tying run 90 feet away in the form of Elston Howard. Up to bat comes Heath. Heath today is 0 for 2. 152 for the playoffs. Cheeseborough checks both runners, gets his sign, the pitch. There's a base hit in the right field. This game is tied. Will Kinsler go to third? No, he's going to hold at second. And we've got a new ball game with Kinsler at second. Heath on first for Mickey Mantle. Cheeseborough's only allowed 3 hits. However, he's got a run in. He's got 56 pitches. He's got a lot of pitches left in him. Checks Kinsler at second. Heath at first. Has the sign. The pitch to Mantle. He pops it up in the infield. As we wait for it to come down into Gritch's glove, he catches it. 2 away, runners on first and second. Stan the Man Musial, one of the toughest outs in baseball since the second half of the season. However, he's 0 for 2 in today's game. Cheeseborough gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And he's going to hit a bounding ball to Wills. Wills he's up with it, throws to first. He's going to get Musial for the out. And Tampa Bay gets out of the threat by only allowing 1 run as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Very fitting in a game between Tampa Bay and Manchester. We're tied at 1. Willie Davis, the bottom third of Tampa Bay's order, is up. Davis, Wills, and Gritch. Gaylord Perry pitching a great game to face Davis, who's 0 for 2. And now he's 0 for 3 as Perry strikes out number 4. Murray Wills 1 for 2. He lined a single to right center his last time up. Here's Perry's pitch. And he's going to line a ball right to Kinsler. That was not high enough. Kinsler puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Bobby Grich to face Perry now in the top of the 7th inning. Bobby Grich walked and bunted. Was a sacrifice. He has no official at-bats in the game. Here's Perry's pitch. And he still doesn't have an official at-bat as Gaylord Perry walks him. Grich to first. Brian Roberts, the third baseman, top of the order, hitting .255. Roberts' line to single is to center field his last time up. Grich takes his lead. Perry looks at him. Here's the pitch to Roberts. There's a line drive into center field. Mantle comes in, puts it away for the out. As Big Clue says, what a great game by both teams so far. Almost makes you want to pause it, let it hang out here till this evening and finish the last 2.5 innings tonight. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go on as Cheeseboro is going to face Skowron, Bradley, and Keltner here in the bottom of the 7th. I'm sure people want to get this game finished so they can get on to the draft and the second end of the first round and the second round of the draft, so they know what teams they get to put together for season number 2. This has been an extremely successful season. I'd like to congratulate Big Clue and Steve Tate for putting on this great, wonderful league that has captivated so many different people, including myself. Here's Chisboro's pitch to Skowron. He walks. That's his first at-bat in the game. He came on to replace Euclid last inning as Cheeseboro walks the second batter as Roseboro steps out to say a couple of words to Cheeseboro.
I think he's trying to get to their attention, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, a bench base.
You're going to have to repeat what he says for me.
He wants to go to the bench.
Thank you. The music is appropriate. With me. Man, this is tough. I'll leave him in there.
He's going to leave him in there. He's not going to pitch it.
Okay. One of the things I'm going to do here before I do anything else. I think is it that way that's softer? I think so.
Yeah, I think to the left is softer.
Let's get the ambient crowd sound down a little bit. I think that will help me hear. Okay. Cheesebro pitching to Bradley. And that lowered the sound. I bet I can hear him. The bases are almost loaded here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Skowron is second.
Bench base.
He wants to go to the bench again.
Okay, before I do that, I'm going to do something else with the sound because I don't know which one's making all the noise here, but let's drop them all down a little bit.
Ramp up the tension. Oh, God.
And see how that works.
Oh man, it's gonna be. Oh, do you know what? Leave him in. Leave him in, please. Leave him
I can hear now. I'm so happy.
in.
Keltner batting the go-ahead run on second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the seventh. Cheeseborough's pitch. Keltner strikes out. Elston Howard coming to bat. Elston Howard, a really good hitter in the season he was drafted from. He's lined out to center and singled to left center. He's got his 1961 teammate Scourin at second. Cheeseborough gets the sign, and he walks. Cheeseborough has lost home plate as he now has 4 walks in the game. The bases are loaded, only 1 out.
Bench piece, Birdie. Arthur, you've been great, but you know what? This is his home.
I bet he pinch hits for Ozzie Smith.
I'm gonna go with. Wow, he's had a good series. Oh God, I'm torn. I am absolutely torn. I'm gonna go with crunch moment. I think Kubek is probably gonna be the one. Let's have a quick look. Sorry, Bernie.
I hear him, but I guess he's talking to himself, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go with. Oh man, this is so tight. I'm gonna get some power in here somewhere. All right, tail with it. Go with Tony Kubek, please.
You know, I was managing on the side myself, and that's who I would pick. Let's see if you and I are right. Kubek steps up. Scourin 90 feet away represents the go-ahead run. Without further ado, here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Second for 1. Kubek's going to make it to first base, and the Red Bolts go ahead 2-1. It wasn't a base hit, but his legs were fast enough to get to first base for no throw. Tampa Bay now trails 2-1 in the game, despite the Red Bolts only getting 3 hits. Cheeseborough's wildness has cost him that run as Kinsler steps to the plate. Kinsler hitting .220, 1 for 3 today. Cheeseborough's pitch, ground ball to first. Teixeira up with it. Cheeseborough covers, steps on the bag, beats Kinsler. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Red Bolts holding on to a slim 2-1 lead. Tampa Bay this inning will send Wynn, Moon, and Teixeira to face Gaylord Perry.
Kubek for Smith, please. And we are gonna bring in. Let me see my bullpen, please. Francisco is good. Ooh. I'll stay with Perry.
Perry will face Wynn, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Wynn hits a fly ball. Right field. Bradley has it for the out. 1 down. Coming to bat, Wally Moon. Wally Moon, a Dodger player from the early 1960s, batted .328 in the season he was drafted from. .239, however, in the playoffs, and 1 for 3 on the day. Perry throws. That's going to be a ground ball into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Heath has trouble with the ball. Moon's going to round first. He's going to end up in second. That is error number 2 on the game, right? No, error number 1. I don't know. Oh, error number 18. That must be his uniform number because it's only his second error here in the playoff.
I'm going to go to fingers, please.
Say that again.
Rolly fingers, please.
Rolly fingers. Not a surprise that he's done. The manager, MV of the Red Bolts, has brought him in every game where he was ahead in the 8th inning. And he's expecting a 5-out save from this guy as Moon is on second base in scoring position, represents the tying run. Teixeira coming to bat, hits 308 in the season he was drafted from, only 122 and no hits today. 122 on the playoffs, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch by Fingers. Fingers walks him. And now Don Baylor comes to the plate. Fingers doesn't have much easier hitter on Don Baylor, although he hit 255 in the season he was drafted in. He did hit 34 home runs, and he had a great season in home runs for Tampa Bay, although only hitting 167 in the playoffs. Here's Fingers' pitch. Allows Sixto Lezcano to pinch hit. We need a response.
Now we're going to stay with Baylor.
And there's a bloop in the right field. Baylor gets a base hit. Wally Moon is going to stay on third, however, because that was too shallow as Milton Bradley came up with that ball quickly and most likely would have thrown Moon out at the plate. Joni Roseboro, 0 for 3 on the day, 231 in the playoffs, does have 2 RBIs. He's looking to tie this game up. Fingers checks the runners. The infield comes in. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. That's to short. Kubek throws home. Moon is out. It's going to be to first. That's going to be a double play. And the inning's over. And we go from bases loaded, 1 out, to the bottom of the 8th inning. And there's a big smile on MV's face right now. Bottom of the 8th. Cheesebro to face Heath, Mantle, and Musial. And I'm sure Jamie's disappointed because he was expecting something big with the bases loaded and 1 out. I don't blame him. I would have too. Cheesebro's pitch to Heath. Ground ball to second. Gritch to first. 1 down. Not much to say as we get to the end of this game. Mickey Mantle up. He hits a fly ball to right field, but Wynn will have no trouble putting that away for the second out of the inning. Stan Musial faces Chesborough. He hits a ground ball to second. Gritch in for it, throws to first, beats Musial to the bag. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Tampa Bay has to get a run before they hit 3 outs, so the series will go to MV and the Manchester Red Bulls. Fingers, 16 pitches, will face the bottom third of Tampa's order, Willie Davis, Maury Wills, and Bobby Gritch. 0 for 3 today, Davis.
Let's bring a pinch hitter in. Go with Sam Crawford.
Sam Crawford enters. Crawford hit 254 in the season he was drafted in. However, he's 2 for 3 in the playoffs, and that's why he's at bat to face Raleigh Fingers. Crawford hits a ground ball to Kinsler. He's up with it to Skowron for the out. 1 down. Maury Wills. 1 for 3 in the game. 326 in the playoffs. Fingers gets the sign. Pitches to Wills. Wills hits a ground ball to Kubek. Across the diamond for out number 2. He's going to drop the ball. There was an error. Unbelievable. Tony Kubek threw the ball. It went out. Well, let me look see where he threw it. It's a bad throw, and it's into the dugout. Wills ends up on second base. It couldn't have been any worse for Manchester. The fastest man on the Tampa Bay Dodgers is on second base in scoring position with only 1 out, and Bobby Gritch coming to bat.
Let's get to the bench. Let's bring in Boston.
Lyman Bostock. Lyman Bostock hitting 296 in the year he was drafted from. In the
Bernie?
playoffs, he's only 1 for 8, and I hear MV in the background.
Yeah, let's have a look at the bullpen, please.
Well, it's the 7th game, so I'll hit display starters. Everybody's available, right?
Yeah, true, good point. I am not touching Arroyo. No chance. I'm going to have to...
I know. MV right now, for those people waiting, is deciding whether he wants to put Arroyo in because he hates him.
All right, I'm going to go with... I'm going to stick with Broly. What the hell? I can't. You got to come with who brought you. That's it.
Are you staying with Fingers?
Yeah, stay with Fingers.
That's how much he hates Louis Arroyo. He won't even bring him in to face a left-handed batter. Bostock steps to the plate. Fingers gets the sign, checks on Wills at second. Bostock hits a base hit in the left field. Wills is gone around third, I hope. Here comes the throw to the plate. He is out at the plate. Unbelievable.
Wow.
The tying run is thrown out by Heath. And he was the fastest man on the field. And all of a sudden, there's 2 outs. Instead of having a tie game with that wonderful throw from Heath in left field, we have Bostock at first. Roberts coming to bat. There's not much I can say here. Let me just click the button. You like that? It says, allow Louis Arroyo to pitch. I bet I know the answer.
Hell no.
Fingers trying to keep Bostock close. Here's the pitch. The ball gets away from Howard.
Oh, Jesus.
And believe it or not, it's a wild pitch. Bostock goes to second, and MV's having a heart attack. The tying run on second, 2 outs. Well, let me just click the button and see what happens. Ground ball back to the mound, past the mound. Kinsler up with it. Throws to Skowron. The game is over, and the Manchester Red Bulls are league season 1 Field of Dreams champions. Congratulations, MV, and congratulations to a worthy opponent. Tampa Bay, Jamie, played their hearts out, beating by far the consensus best team in the league in your series, your league series, beating Canada and giving the Red Bulls all they could handle. The Red Bulls had to throw out a runner at the plate to prevent this game from going into extra innings. Congratulations to you both. Let's go to the box score.
Jamie, well done. That was tense.
Yeah, that was a classic.
That's a classic. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Bernie, for great.
Let's see if we can make this a little bigger here.
Woo! Yes! Yes! God damn it! That's come from Chico's, Berlin, flipping Hagerstown, and Chesbrook. Oh,
MV.
God.
Manchester still reigns atop.
Yes!
MV, now that you're celebrating, what else do you have to say?
Congratulations to JB. Awesome. That was every thought I could have about baseball was put into that game. I probably was going to screw it up with Arroyo, but I thought, you know what? I don't trust him. First of all, hats up to JB. He's a cool customer.
You have a great team. I mean, going through your lineup was by far the toughest lineup we faced.
You know, and then Chico's buckshot. Congratulations to Clue and Steve for putting together greatly. All the broadcasters, yourself, Bernie, Mike, Buckshot, Clue. I think I've mentioned everyone. Steve, great new people in the league this season. We're not going to get anywhere close next season. But that's it. I've won. Yes,
Well,
Nation.
for the next time someone asks you, what do you have to say, MV? You need to tell them, I'm going to Disney World.
I'm going to Disney World.
Congratulations. It was a hell of a game, befitting these two teams. Went down to the wire, and it was decided by a throw to the plate where he throws out the fastest man on the Tampa Bay squad. Unbelievable,
That
if you
Heath
ask
throw
me.
was awesome.
And
He actually threw out the tying run at the plate twice. Kubek made that great throw home. It set up the double play.
he did. There was a double play the inning before, correct?
Back to back plays at the plate. As I said, he can't get
unbelievable.
And that's a Sid Bree moment. I think / Deep is saying, that's. I mean, his fastest player is not Sid Bree. Actually, I forgot the Beatles as well. Mentioned Beatles and broadcast as well. But what a series! What a league! What an amazing league!
And Gaylord Perry was the MVP of the game, despite allowing 6 hits. Fingers allowed 2 hits. Tampa Bay had 8 hits in the game. Cheesebro, I knew I was going to say it at least one more time, held Manchester to 3 hits, but it wasn't enough. And that's going to be it from here. I want to thank everybody for listening to our Field of Dreams games during the season and the playoffs. And we are all looking forward. We're all looking forward to season 2.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to see you there. So if you're not a member of the league currently and you are interested, please get a hold of Steve Tate. We've got a great season coming up, and we'll hope to see you soon with season 2 in this league. And once again, I'd like to thank everyone from joining the stream, and we'll see you next year.